Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another rant video. This is going to be urgent, as in urgent news, and which I'm going to talk about that you see that's being displayed in this picture. So obviously, from based on my research, I looked this up on Twitter. It was also on YouTube about the like situation that you see here. It takes place in Philadelphia, where you have two black kids. One of them is 12 years old, one of them is 17, and you see them walking on two dogs on a leash that happen to be pit bulls. And then, although there's no video footage of what I'm about to show you, but it's best I show you the picture because I don't want to get my video removed, so you have an opportunity to hear what I have to say, and then you'll get a chance to eventually see the video and look it up yourself. So these kids are walking by. So it's not really the dog's fault, to be real. I can guarantee you those kids wanted a pit bull because these kids have like ill intent. They want to have vicious, aggressive dogs, and this cat is not like a stray cat. The black cat that you see here, it's not a stray cat. It's actually a house cat. So the two pit bulls, it's within their natures. They know it's the black cat. They are intimidating the cat. They become very hostile, very aggressive. So the kids, you know what? They decided, as a joke, they let their dogs go. They let go of the leash, and then the dogs immediately sick the cat. Where in this neighborhood, where this takes place in Philadelphia, from what I understand, judging from this neighborhood, people are saying this is Frankwood. So the dogs decide to attack the cat. They decide to sick the cat in the Frankwood neighborhood of Philadelphia. And there have been some updates as well, on top of doing the research, that the cat actually has suffered from severe injuries, but it will manage to live. And then then the cat happens to be named Buddy. You do notice that there's photos of the cats managing to hold on and then be able to keep living. But then the thing is, it's in terrible condition. It has several band-aids. It's in like, you could tell that it has, like, if you were to see the picture, the cat has it has its fur ripped out. But I'm not going to show you in case YouTube decides to remove my video, so I have to be very careful by showing, to be sure that I censor whatever picture I see. And then I think it's not worth really showing you guys, and better you just look it up yourself. Easy research again, because I will provide more info later. Eventually, somebody does turn the kids over. You'll be surprised. It's actually the mother of the kids, but they will be charged as juveniles. Though I personally, in my opinion, I personally disagree. Like, I feel like when considering the older kid's about to become adults soon, and he's 17, he should face adult charges, so that, because I feel when he grows up, because he's at the maturity level that he's already grown up, and he should already know the consequence by now, and then he should be able to live and be able to expect karma, and he should be able to suffer, and then be able to understand how the real world works when you're an adult, especially when you're mature for your age, and that you should know better. And on top of that, I feel like he's the major influence, considering that maybe he told his younger brother, and he condoned what his younger brother did, his 12-year-old brother. Yeah, the 12-year-old. Because imagine you're the older brother, you should know better, because usually the older brother is supposed to guide the younger sibling and let them know what's right and wrong, so that and especially considering these are black kids we're talking about, he should know better, because especially in the United States, he should be aware how blacks are treated, especially when it comes to law enforcement, and that sometimes the police aren't going to be very nice with you, and they're willing to put their hands on you, they're willing to abuse you. So sometimes it's best to tell them to do the right thing so they can avoid any type of circumstance that involves abuse, or putting yourself in a situation where odds are you may not ever be able to see your family member again. And it sucks for the dogs because I feel like some people claim that they can be rehabilitated or they should be put down, honestly. But that the issue may be with pit bulls, that a lot of these dogs tend to be very vicious. They tend to be very violent, and there are people who have a pure hatred for pit bulls because they've been traumatized. They've encountered pit bull attacks before. They've been victims of it. So some people may suggest that the dogs do get put down. And yes, other dogs do become very combatant. They do become very aggressive when they're bigger. But pit bulls tend to be the most aggressive. And I've seen rant videos before. I'm not kidding. I've seen videos and people have given speculation of these dogs, that this is the most hated breed ever. Pit bulls are the most hated breed ever out there because it's usually the owners that aren't willing to take care of them. They don't put too much responsibility. They let these dogs roam free, and I've seen it in person. There are people that let these dogs roam free. Like, it reminds me of Iggy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, actually. Even though he's innocent, he has like a human face. Like, it gives me that type of vibe, honestly. But again, the jokes aside, I feel like I can guarantee you, most likely, and because from what I understand, the dogs are also in custody as well. I'm assuming by law enforcement, and they're deciding whether they should find them new homeowners or whether to put them down. But to be real, like, considering the ill intent and the way they're raised, it's not like they were born that way. The way these dogs are raised by these kids, I feel like, my opinion, odds are someone's gonna look for a reason to put these dogs down, and that may suck. Even though it really sucks, it makes sense, honestly, because these dogs were not raised by good people. Because it the pet, it all determines how the pet owner treats and raises these animals. But then the thing is, we have to also consider the fact that these dogs are also very dangerous too. It goes back to pit bulls going around and having all these issues, all these several complaints, and like according to all that's happened in the past with these pit bulls, revolving around pit bulls, people have had several complaints. People are really sick of pit bulls and they feel they need to be more stricter with these animals. Whether it's to be law enforcement or animal control. But I honestly think that even though it's within their nature to be very aggressive, though, it's just that people, and I feel like in this day and age, people haven't found better ways to actually tame them. I feel like if you have someone who's a lot more experienced with dogs compared to others, and who's found a solution and try to like calm these animals down, these pit bulls, then chances are people have different opinions about them. Then there won't be several complaints. And odds are maybe people feel safe around them, and then they won't have to think about having to put them down. But again, at least the cat survives. At least the cat survived. That is great news. And then I don't think, like, and I say this for real, like, I don't think the homeowners of that cat will forgive those kids, and I don't blame them. If anything, the kids really should suffer, because even if whether they do go to jail, it's gonna be a slap on them. They're not gonna be there for too long. And then I'm talking about the older kid, the 12-year-old. I'm sure he will be punished for this, but it's not like he will go straight to jail. Odds are he's gonna let him off the hook. He'll probably most likely have to go to juvie, or like at a detention center, scared to be on straight, whatever. Have him learn his lesson. Have the police shout at him. Have him look at the other inmates, watch them, and then see what happens when you end up in prison. And that's no joke. And then they have, and then it'll give them second thoughts and what's to come to them when they become adults. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.